Hey guys, Peter here, back again for another video. So it's almost 2023 and you want to be a designer. Better yet, a UI designer. Great, let me give you some tips and by the end of the video, you'll be on your first step on your UX journey. Let's get started. So first of all, what is user experience design? User experience or UX is the process design teams to use to create products that provide meaningful and relevant experience to users. UX design involves the design of the entire process of acquiring and integrating the product, including aspects of branding, design, usability, and function. In layman's terms, UX designers design mobile apps and websites or interfaces that makes people's lives easier and better. Designing an experience includes not only making the software easy to use, but also designing other experiences related to the product. For example, the marketing campaign, the packaging, the after-sales support, and most importantly, UX design is concerned with delivering solutions that address pain points and needs. After all, no one will use a product that serves no purpose, right? Here are the couple of fundamentals that you should learn up on to have some grasp with what user experience entails. The first thing that you should know about is typography. It is basically the most basic tenet of product design. Everything about UI UX is conveying information, and the best way to do that is with text. Good text, obviously. So what is typography? Typography is the art of arranging letters and text in a way that makes the copy legible, clear, and visually appealing to the reader. It involves font style, appearance, and structure, which aims to elicit certain emotions and convey specific messages. In short, typography is what brings text to life. Second is color theory. So, what is color theory? Color theory is the collection of rules and guidelines which designers use to communicate with users through appealing color schemes and visual interfaces. Did you know that Sir Isaac Newton invented the color wheel? I actually didn't know that and I just found out when I was researching for this video. Anyway, using the right color is vital to catching the user's attention and they will react differently depending on which color you will use in your design. For example, blue. It often represents some corporate images since blue is the color of trust. It usually shows reliability, may give users calming feelings. However, as a cool color, it also associates with distance and sadness. So you have to keep that in balance. By the way, we are just scratching the surface here when it comes to everything that we are talking about now. You can fit a whole book when it comes to these individual concepts. But I will be leaving links in the description below so that you can read more about these topics. And I highly suggest you do so because these concepts will be the foundation of the skill set that you will be using when you work in a product environment. Also, if you like this kind of videos, please like and subscribe. I talk about web design, product design, and development and everything in between in the channel. The third concept that you should learn about is empathy. Remember when you use a mobile app and it takes you a very long time to do something? Or half of the time you don't know what is happening in the background? Those are the problems that we'll be fixing when you are a UI UX designer. Always remember, the user always comes first. You should always put yourself in the user's shoe and imagine how they go through an app or a website or how they will use it in their daily lives. Knowing that, you have already won half of the battle. But that is not enough though. Your designs should always be tested, redone, and tested again to see if it's working or not. Designs are never finished and you will have to keep on improving them over the course of the project. You should always ask for feedback, whether it be from your coworkers or your actual users. This way, you can get the data to improve your designs and make them better. The fourth thing that you should learn now is visual hierarchy. So, what is visual hierarchy? Visual hierarchy is the principle of arranging elements to show their order of importance. Your job as a designer is to structure these components like headers, paragraphs, text, and images or other elements on the page in a logical and strategic manner. This overall structure that you will create will be the building block of where your users look at the page. Think of it as a way to guide your user's eye or where you want them to read. Here is a fun little experiment of how important visual hierarchy is. First, you will read the big text, next the one underneath it, and the last one at the top. The reason why websites have a somewhat similar layout to them is because of this. The fifth thing that you have to learn now is the software, and you have to be proficient at it. There are tons of UI design applications out there, but the industry standard now is Figma. It's free to download and use, and there are tons of tutorials on the internet with how to get started. Here's a tip when you are learning how to use Figma. Find websites or apps that you think are very ugly and hard to use, and you create your own version. Think of ways on how to improve the designs and make it easier for yourself. Another tip is you find an app or a website that you like the design and follow it. You recreate it from scratch and follow it pixel by pixel. This may seem counterintuitive since you want to create your own designs, but will actually teach you a lot of things. First, how to create the Figma components that they use in their designs. Second, how to structure and organize your artboard so that it is easier to follow. And lastly, get comfortable with the tool that you are using. One last thing, good designers copy and great designers steal. I know, cliche, but totally true in real life and especially in UI UX. Never be ashamed to take inspirations from other websites and other designers, because all of them have years of experience compared to you. And there's no shame in that. The more you design and create your own apps and websites, the more you will learn which aesthetic you will want to keep in your back pocket. If you want to see some of my work, you can check out my personal website. I share free Figma and Photoshop templates there that you can download and use for your own designs. So that's it guys, you now have an idea on what to do first on your UX journey. In our next video, we'll be talking about how good UX increases sales, engagements, and trust for companies, and what your responsibilities are as a UX designer. And that's it. I hope you liked the video. Stay creative and keep on improving, and I'll see you on the next one.